Hi, welcome to Amanda Anything Goes. Today I am bringing you two high-end wood DIYs. These wood DIYs are part of a monthly playlist called What Would You Make? And it is hosted by Zana at OK at Home DIY. It's also hosted by Connie at Connie's Creative Creations, and their guest host is Jenny at Lovely Moments Creating. All three of these channels have tons of videos and tons of inspiration. All three of their links will be in my description box as well as the playlist. So let's get right into DIY number one. I had these wood blocks that were just cut into random sizes. So I grabbed four of them that I could sort of size out to the size of my children and I. So I am the pink one, and the white ones are my boys. For the ears, I took pretty wide ribbon with wire, and I kind of just cut the little, tips off, kept it in one piece because I wanted to make sure that the front of the ribbon is what showed for both ears. So I just kind of folded it on top of each other. And then I made a little flap on the bottom so that I could glue that to the block of wood, like you see already on the table. The boys, I used Dollar Tree ribbon in different colors. And for mine, the pink bunny, this ribbon, I don't know where it came from. I just inherited it, so I decided to go with that one. So next I took some of the nautical rope and I untwisted it into each individual strand, which I guess would be like jute, but I liked that this had a little curvy twist to it already. It wasn't straight, so I thought it would look a little more like whiskers. Now I ended up making another bunny after this, and I don't know why I cut these in half because that just made it harder. So if you're gonna try to repeat something like this, you don't need to cut them in half. Just keep it as one long thing and glue it in the center, because I had all of mine cut in half for the projects in this video. But then I made another bunny and it hit me, why am I cutting it in half? Because it's just making it more difficult for me to make sure everything gets glued. So don't do what I did. Just get them to be as long as you want and go all the way across. Then I took some wooden hearts and I painted them the same color as the cheeks. I didn't film me painting the cheeks, but I just used one of the round spongy dabbers from Dollar Tree to make the round circles. I used the light pink on the boys, and then I used a brighter pink on mine because I was already painted the light pink. And then I matched the noses with the cheeks. So the boys got light pink noses and I got a bright pink nose. And after that, this is really a very simple DIY. And this is wood, but you could use just like granola boxes and put some paper around it or contact paper. I was thinking of using hearts on the bottom as like feet, but I really didn't think it looked good, so I changed my mind. So all I did then was take a Sharpie and drew on the bunny mouth and then 2 little dot eyes. And I did take a poster sticker and put that on each of the bunnies to represent the letter of each of our names. And we have a pattern in our family. So my name is Amanda, and then my oldest son's name starts with a J. Then my middle son is A, and then my youngest is J. So, and that was done intentionally. So, this is my youngest son here. I'm just moving his sticker down because I didn't have a whole lot of space to draw the bunny mouth. And that really is it. I didn't even put Mod Podge over the stickers yet. I probably will, but that's all I really did to make the 4 bunnies. So if you have more girls, then you would paint more of them pink. Okay, DIY number 2. This one is using a plunger from Dollar Tree and a solar light from Walmart. I did buy the one from Dollar Tree, but it looked too small because the lamp that I wanted to make, I wanted it to be taller, not like a mini one. So here I'm showing you how the top of the solar light just fits right on top of the toilet plunger dowel. And then I had someone drill holes through the top of the solar light. And then also I took another piece of that same wood I made the bunnies with, and they had a bit that made that hole deep in there, and I put wood glue and made sure it was really secured. So now I'm gonna take Waverly chalk paint and ink, and I'm going to paint everything that's not already black, which is the wood part, because the solar light is already black. So I don't typically show painting everything, just a little bit, because painting is painting. And I did remove the sticker with my heat tool, and then the gooey part that was left behind with some Goo Gone. So after this dries, I'm pretty sure it only needed 1 coat. For whatever reason, both pieces of wood, just the black was really good coverage, and I wasn't too worried if there was a little bit of rusticness sticking out. On my little dowel that's going to go through the solar light, I did glue a bead on the end of one of the sides. I just really wanted it to look like one of those old-timey downtown street lamps that, as each season comes and goes, I can hang something different from it. I can wrap Christmas, like Christmas tree, faux Christmas tree things around the pole with some nice ribbon. And here I'm just showing you, I took some fairy lights. I don't think these are from Dollar Tree. I think these are from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just sticking them in there with the battery pack inside there. And it makes it extremely bright. You could use, of course, an LED candle or anything like that, but I wanted it to be bright. To turn it on, you do have to twist the top off because I did put the box inside. And I just kind of put the box with the batteries towards the back so you wouldn't really notice it so much. Now, if you leave your lights on inside the house and have this sitting out under a light, and then at nighttime put the lights out, it will actually light up like it would outside. So here I'm just showing you, I'm going to use some of this Gorilla Clear Grip glue to put on the solar light to the dowel. And then I took some Dollar Tree chain. And then this is just a card that I cut the back off of just because I was trying to make it quick, just to have something hanging. And I didn't show that I did use some twine to crisscross and wrap around because the glue was not keeping it in place. So I did give the lantern a little bit of that jute look in between, and the sign can come off and I can make whatever kind of sign I want, punch some holes in them and hang the chain on it. I can hang tag type signs that are not hung with the chain but hung with jute or rope. Really anything I can hang off of that little dowel. And I guess the little bead is like just a little finial. It's not, I mean, you could hang something on it, but I just like the look of one side having a sign and then the other just having the little bead. And then here's my bunny family from mom to oldest to middle to youngest, and my oldest is taller than me now, so I made sure it was accurate with the bunnies. It wasn't that much taller, but I only had so many sizes. So and then I'm just showing you a different setup. Oh, I did glue a bow on top of the pink one too because that was the girl. And here is the faux plant that I received from Amazon, which I think looks extremely real. And these are just some more pictures of the bunnies, just side by side. I think they came out super cute, yet simple. And even the lantern is simple too. You can spice it up. Like I said, you know, I totally see at Christmas time some of those Dollar Tree Christmas ties going up the pole and then having a Christmas sign hang down and Christmas lights inside the solar light. So I'm going to share with you this bonus DIY that I'm working on. It's not done. But my youngest son has become my little pal in DIYing ever since I showed him that we could make things for his wrestlers. So here I took 4 of the long signs that Dollar Tree sells all throughout the year and 4 of the square wood blocks. And right now, everything is glued together with only wood glue because I haven't gotten the hardware that I'm gonna install because I want this to be stable. So I painted the whole thing black, and then I'm just showing here how the poles on the dowels on the side, they're going to have hooks in them. This is a little barricade made from straws, skewer sticks, and tumbling tower blocks. And then you can make another barricade longer and switch it out because the straws just slide right on top of those skewers. And I just want to say I'm so excited that he is really getting into customizing things for his wrestlers. And in a second, you'll see the little setup I made for him in his room. I had to throw it together real quick because he wanted to paint some of his wrestlers. So it's not the best craft table, but it's what I had just to throw it together so he could paint. But you'll see some Dollar Tree items on his table, like the paint brush holder, and he's got a little setup there. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the playlist and check out all 3 of our hosts' channels. Everything will be in the description box below.